Next up, we got the hunt for the king of the dark web. We talk about this. I wonder if this is a Silk Road story. If this is a Silk Road story, or what it is. But we're gonna find out because we're gonna check the video out. But let's find out. Let's find out. Hold on. Who made it? Who made it? W Fern. W Fern.
On the morning of July 5th, 2017, a man sits in front of his laptop in his villa in Bangkok. Online,
The deep web. Wait, it started in 2017. No
he
shot.
is only known under his pseudonym, Alpha02. He is a multimillionaire, lives a luxurious life, and drives expensive cars. He feels safe in Thailand. Suddenly, he hears a loud bang in front of his house. A woman crashed her Toyota Camry into his front gate. He leaves everything behind and runs out of his house to the scene of the accident. A mistake with serious consequences. The driver is an agent of the Royal Thai Police Force. FBI and DEA investigators have been waiting for this moment for months. Authorities from 7 countries have worked relentlessly towards this day. Will the hunt for the king of the dark web finally come to an end?
Wait, what? What? Wait, what? How did this? Wait, just because they crashed into the? Huh? Was it an intentional crash then? Is that what I'm hearing?
The Wired journalist Andy Greenberg has published the story on the hunt for the darknet kingpin in a multi-part series. Additionally, there is a phenomenal Darknet Diaries episode on Operation Bayonet, which is covered in Chapter 3 of this video. You can find both links in the description.
The Fight for the Throne, Part 1.
It's the early 2010s. The dark web is picking up speed. The
That's what I
promises of
thought. That's what I
anonymity and
thought.
privacy are attracting more and more people. Thanks to Bitcoin, there is a new form of payment that isn't controlled by authorities. It's become easier than ever for criminals to sell their products online at a massive scale. With the advent of the dark web, a gigantic global game of cat and mouse began, and it continues to this day.
Billions and billions of dollars.
I think
The Silk Road is perhaps
I think statute of limitations is passed. I used to know some people that used to get shit off the dark web, bro. And that shit used to be crazy. It used to be so crazy, man. It used to be so crazy. I never did it. I wasn't I wasn't trying to have the police knocking on my door. But some people with a lot less care than I decided that might be a smart idea, and they tried that shit.
perhaps
And
the
they get in
most
trouble.
legendary
And they
dark
get in
web
trouble.
marketplace to date. The platform went live in February 2011 and became incredibly popular. More than 100,000 customers bought drugs there. But only 2.5 years later, the operator of the site was caught, and the Silk Road went offline. The authorities wanted to set an example in the fight against drugs. The Silk Road founder received a life sentence. But the business
What? I didn't know he got life, bruh. The dude that made the Silk Road got life? That is crazy. I thought they gave him a life like 10, 15. Just for drugs? Life sentence for drugs is crazy.
was too lucrative to drive away other operators. So after the closure of the Silk Road, the number of dark markets exploded. They all fought for the top spot. Silk Road 2.0 was released just 35 days after the closure of its predecessor. The site survived less than a year. Evolution was another popular marketplace with a comparable size to the two Silk Roads. To buy things on Evolution, you had to pay Bitcoin to an account on the platform, a kind of dark web escrow account. And once the bought items arrived to the customers, the sellers were paid. There was an incredible amount of money with the platform operators at all times. At some point, these operators decided to steal this money.
Yeah, what? It's a bunch of people buying drugs and a bunch of drug dealers. Why wouldn't they just snatch that? They just wait till yoink.
A so-called
Yoink?
exit scam.
What?
Agora has also been named as a worthy successor to the original Silk Road, but the founders voluntarily took the site offline in August 2015. Business was getting too hot. Exit scams, arrests, voluntary withdrawals, and hacks. All of these were benefiting a new emerging dark web market, Alpha Bay. In July 2014, a man who calls himself Alpha02 starts to develop Alpha Bay. Only 5 months later, his platform goes live. Initially, only stolen credit card data is offered and sold, but Alpha Bay quickly begins to offer more lucrative products. In addition to data and logins, there are now drugs, weapons, and malware. Services such as money laundering are also offered. Few things are forbidden, but items or data related to child abuse, hidden runs, and stolen bank account information from Russia is strictly prohibited. Alpha 02 probably doesn't want to mess with Russian law enforcement agencies.
True.
Maybe he also wants to pretend to be Russian in order to mislead investigators. The website itself works similar to Amazon. It is user-friendly, there are search functions, filters, and categories. You're able to pay with Bitcoin, Monero, or Ethereum. This is supposed to provide anonymity. Alphabay even offers a so-called tumbler, purchases that are blurred by bundling multiple transactions from different people. The platform works well and dominates the dark web. While other marketplaces popped up and disappeared, Alphabay remains strong. The number of users is growing rapidly. Barely a year after it was founded, the site has more than 200,000 registered users and 40,000 sellers. In 2017, Alphabay has over 300,000 items on their website and over half.
But like, okay, I just thought about this. What is the creator of the website really doing wrong? I mean, what are they doing? I guess they're skimming money off the top. Since they're making money and skimming money off the top of it, then they're making money off of the legal acts, and that's legal, right? But like, what are they? They're just like, it's just like, if you give a bunch of crackheads and drug dealers a fucking, you're like, hey, you can use that house. I guess so. I guess if you own that house, and then, I guess, but life in prison for doing that? When you weren't the one that was, that's so weird. That's odd. I don't know.
$500,000 in sales every day. Alpha 02 is making money with every single transaction, receiving a share between 2 to 4%.
So yeah, that's how they were making money.
He becomes a multimillionaire. Right now, an entire team is working on Alpha Bay. Alpha 02 has a representative named Snake, several moderators who handle disputes between buyers and sellers, and a PR manager. With the site's explosive success, the founder decides to retire from day-to-day operations. He renames himself. Alpha 02 simply becomes admin. From now on, communication only runs through the Snake. As Alpha 02 retreats, American investigators are paying more and more attention to his true identity. Who is the powerful mastermind behind the platform ruling the dark side of the internet? A hunt that stretches across.
I've heard the Silk Road story like 20 times. I've never heard this. I've never heard about this. This is kind of crazy.
Across the globe and will last for more than several years begins. You don't have to surf the dark web to find malware. The regular internet is full of malicious ads built in. The VPN, you can also change your location virtually.
Put a lot
and
of work
that's
into
super
this
easy. You select a country,
okay,
click on it, and you're surfing from the US. VPNs can also help you bypass many geo-blockings. Streaming services have different catalogs in different countries.
VPN,
with NordVPN, you can access all of those catalogs. This also works with news portals such as the New York Daily. The site cannot be accessed for most of Europe. So just select a server in the US and you can read through their articles. At NordVPN.com/FernTV, you can get an additional 4 months on a 2-year plan. And there is also a 30-day money-back guarantee. You also support our channel, so thank you.
www. Number 2, part 2. Who is the king of the dark?
The American investigators want to find out where Alpha-based servers are located. With access to the servers, they can close the platform or secretly infiltrate it and perhaps locate the operators. IP addresses provide information about the locations of users and servers.
If you have this much money, wouldn't it be smartest to like make a island, like to literally just make an island, like not make an island, but like buy an island? Or I mean, like I guess they would if they saw a nigga buy an island, but then like I don't know, maybe if somewhere in Africa, maybe I feel like you better off in Africa. I feel like you better off in Africa. I don't know though.
In closed networks like Tor, website requests are routed through a number of random servers around the world. Routing through many servers cannot be traced back. It is purposely made difficult to find out where servers, operators, and sellers are located. Because of that, the American investigators had to try a different way. They start browsing the platform and buy drugs anonymously, hoping for any mistakes by the sellers. Perhaps the products, packaging, or postage stamps can provide clues to the identity of the respective drug dealer. Then they could arrest him. But these are just the small fish. Dealers come and go. Investigators want Alpha 02. But the mastermind behind Alpha Bay seems to take every precaution. He seems to know every rule of the game. So the investigators become desperate until December 2016. Robert Miller sits behind his desk in Fresno, California. He works for the DEA, the American Drug Law Enforcement Agency. He's working on Alpha Bay, and until this day, it was a pretty thankless job. But suddenly, an email appears in his inbox. The sender is anonymous. It seems like Alpha 02 made a fatal mistake in the early days of Alpha Bay.
Ooh.
Every user...
That's always what it is when you're skimming enough. You just one mistake, one slip up, one mess up is all they need. All they need is that one.
User who registered on the website at the time received a welcome email. The email address of the true sender was visible in the metadata of this email. Although the error was immediately corrected, the anonymous tipster saved one of those first welcome emails. Maybe the tipster was one of Alpha 02's first customers. Maybe an operator of a competing site that got a hold of the mail somehow. Who knows? Anyway, he silently...
It had to be someone who had an old site. Whoever the second biggest is. This is what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened right now. Whoever the second biggest site is, they initially, to test their competition and see where their competition was, they made an order on the site, did all that stuff, and then they had that email, and then since that, they were like, yeah, no, fuck him. But knock him off. Knock him off, man. Knock him off. Here, police.
He watched Alpha Bay growing in the dark web, only to then hand the mail address
100%.
over to the DEA. The email address is
100%.
pimpalex91 at hotmail.com.
Wow.
This email was the breakthrough for Miller and his colleagues. Via the email address, the investigators find photos from 2008 and 2009 of an Alex on Skyrock.com. That's a French-language social media platform.
Wait, what?
He also linked an old dating profile. The profile lists Trois-Rivières as his hometown. It is located in southern Quebec, Canada. According to the profile, he was 17 years old at the time, so the 91 in his email address could be the year he was born. He would have been 23 years...
Yeah, no, based on the way he's dressed, if he was 17 in that would have been... So if he was born in 1991 and he was 17 in that picture, that would be 2000. If he was dressed like that in 2008, that's crazy. I mean, actually, I guess like 2008. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's like Soulja Boy swag.
Old
that was
when
like
Alpha Bay
Soulja Boy
was
swag
founded.
almost.
The username Alpha 02 also appears on a
Has to be.
French-language technology forum. In 2008, he explained how to remove a virus from an image. His email address is at the bottom of the post, and also his full name. Alexander Kazes.
Damn.
The investigators have his name, but where is he? They find Kaz's PayPal account. He provided his private email address there as well. Through his LinkedIn profile, they also find out that he works as a freelance software designer. He also seems to run his own tech company called EBX Technology.
Oh, he's fucked. He's fucked. They got him. I know in there they were hyped in there. We got him, boys. All this from an old email from from some stuff you were doing in 2008. Wow. One slip up is all they needed. One single slip up.
On Facebook,
That's
the investigators
crazy.
find the profile of his fiancée, a Thai woman. Apparently, the Canadian lives in Thailand. The clues lead investigators to the country's capital. Bangkok. With the help of Thai authorities, the investigative team identifies 3 properties owned by Kazes in the city. One house is located in a gated community. Alpha 02 lives there with his wife. Then there's a second house and a $3 million worth mansion in the outskirts of Bangkok.
Whoa.
He also has a holiday home in Phuket
Whoa.
and is in the process of buying another villa in Cyprus. Investigators begin tailing him. The lifestyle of the multimillionaire includes several cars. Kazes enjoys driving around Bangkok in his Lamborghini. Agents watch him, follow his routes, and track his iPhone. Whereas Kazes lives in a beautiful house with his wife, he invites his many affairs to one of his other houses in Bangkok.
Damn.
The investigators call that place the Bachelor Pad. Kazes is an active member of a pickup artist forum.
What is up with these pickup artists, man? Wow. Wow. He was really in the pickup world. The dude running one of the biggest drug companies in the whole dark web was part of the pickup guy world. That is so. I mean, that's a W for them, I guess. That's a W for them. I guess like their only W they've ever received ever, I guess. Wow.
There, men give each other advice on how to be successful with women. Under the name Romeo, Kazes publishes conservative family values and keeps a quasi-sexist live blog about his successful sex life. Other than that, his everyday life is quite normal, pretty unspectacular for the king of the dark web. He gets up early, checks his social media.
He looks like everybody that's ever been in the pickup artist community. And that's a fact.
Counts, works, and is home a lot. From time to time, he attends a language course or goes out to eat with his wife. Around these routines, the authorities
learn how to talk to his mail-ordered wife.
In June 2017, a few weeks before the attack, a few American agents were sitting in the lounge of the five-star Athene Hotel in Bangkok. Suddenly, Kazes appears. He parks his Porsche Panamera at the entrance and casually strolls through the lobby area, straight towards the agents. There are thousands of hotels in Bangkok. Are they busted? Has the king of the dark web outwitted them? Kazes sits at a table a few meters away from the agents. They have never been so close to him, but he only meets for a business dinner. An incredible coincidence. At this point,
bro. No shot. This was random, bro. That is so crazy.
No one suspects that just 1 month later, Kazes will be dead.
Wait, what? Wait. Kazes, as in the. Wait, how'd he die? Wait, how did. Wait. This is taking a turn I did not expect. I thought he was gonna go to jail. How'd this boy die?
Alpha Bay is the largest darknet market in the world at this time, but there is competition. In Europe, the Hansa market is growing rapidly, keeping European authorities busy. Dutch investigators find the servers of the Hansa market thanks to a tip from a security researcher. They are located in a data center in the Netherlands. A unique opportunity arises. They monitor the servers, copy the data, and dig through countless chat entries from the operators of the site. They find out that the operators are Germans, who probably still live in Germany. Together with the German Federal Criminal Police, BKA, the Dutch want to bring the Hansa market under their control. But suddenly, the Hansa market disappears from the Dutch servers. The admins probably found out that their servers had been copied. In the chats of the operators, the authorities also find a few Bitcoin addresses. They start tracking the transactions of these Bitcoin wallets until they end up at a Dutch crypto exchange. They contact the exchange and ask for the data. The Bitcoins lead to Lithuania. Together with the authorities there, the Germans and the Dutch try and locate the new servers. This time, the authorities want to strike.
I guess when you're I guess when you're running an international drug ring like that, then I guess every country's trying to shut you down. So it's not that hard for them to dang. Offshores, they found all the offshores and everything.
But something unexpected happens. The FBI tells European authorities about their plans to arrest Alpha 02 and to shut down Alpha Bay. Operation Bayonet is born. The operation is led by the FBI and DEA and involves the cooperation of law enforcement agencies from a total of 7 countries. Europol is also involved. The FBI is instructed to wait with the takedown of Alpha Bay until the Dutch, in cooperation with the Germans, have taken control of the Hansa market. If Alpha Bay is taken down, Hansa would be swamped with new buyers and sellers. This is often the case in the dark web when a site closes or if there's an exit scam. Customers and dealers simply move. But this time, customers and dealers would move to a site that's been...
That's the one thing that doesn't stop is drugs. Drugs never stop. If you can't get them one place, you're just going to get them from another place.
...hijacked by law enforcement. With that data, the Dutch could convict thousands of unsuspecting criminals. A honeypot.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Hijacked by law enforcement. But this time, customers and dealers would move to a site that's been hijacked by law enforcement.
Oh.
With that data, the Dutch could convict thousands of unsuspecting criminals.
I did hear about that. I heard about this, actually. I forgot. I did hear about this. A
honeypot. Alexander Kazes
I didn't hear about the whole story, but I heard about this scenario. I heard about this, bro.
Knows nothing. He continues to drive through Bangkok in his Lamborghini, writes nonsense on his favorite forum, and cheats on his wife. On June 20th, 2017, the first part of the mission succeeds. The data center in Lithuania is stormed by Dutch forces. At the same time, German authorities arrest the two operators of the Hansa market in Siegen and Cologne. The operators cannot warn anyone before their arrest. The Hansa market is under Dutch control, and nobody in the dark web knows about it. July 5th, 2017, Bangkok. It's time. There is a warrant for Kazes. Today, the Royal Thai Police, DEA, and FBI will arrest
Operation
him.
Bayonet.
Alpha 02 could finally be put down after more than 2 years. A gray Toyota Camry drives down a dead-end road towards Kazes' house with the Royal Thai Police Force agent at the wheel. She tells the security guard that she took a wrong turn. She wants to turn around, but unintentionally causes a minor accident. The noise and chaos are supposed to lure Kazes out of his house. He's supposed to come out spontaneously, without thinking about it. This part is important. In the optimal case, his devices should stay unlocked when he is
Oh, damn. They're smart, bruh. Don't play with the FBI. Don't play with the FBI. They are smart. That's like some robbery type shit. That's what you do. That's like what you would do if you were like planning a bank robbery or something. And that's the FBI doing it to catch a criminal and take all his... Wow. That is... Don't play with them. Don't play with them.
getting arrested. If his hard drives were locked and encrypted, it would be difficult for authorities to access Alpha Bay. Kazes leaves his house and approaches the Toyota. He has his cell phone on him. Suddenly, several officers try to catch Kazes. He attempts to run back inside, possibly to shut down his computer, but he's overpowered. The investigators run into his house and look for his laptop. It's in the bedroom, on and not on standby. The officials have caught him. Alpha 02 is still logged into the server hosting Alpha Bay. Investigators search the laptop and find multiple passwords for the Alpha Bay website and servers.
Damn.
The Canadian has a fortune.
Got shut down. Damn, they caught him. They caught him. I was kind of rooting for my boy.
Of $23 million. Authorities confiscate his luggage.
Huh?
The Canadian has a fortune of $23 million. Authorities confiscate his luxury cars, houses, a hotel, and millions in cryptocurrency.
Damn.
Kazes' wife is charged.
Damn.
The Thai woman is accused of money laundering.
What?
1 week later, on July 12th, Alexander Kazes is dead. He committed suicide while in custody. The king of the dark web is history.
Yeah, he was in Thai. They were about to give him life in prison. And they stole all his shit. He was fucked.
The shutdown of Alpha Bay by authorities is being purposely kept secret for the time being. When the platform is suddenly offline, no one knows why. An exit scam? A hack? Have the operators retired? As expected, countless users migrate to the other darknet platforms, including the Hansa market. For 4 weeks, the Dutch authorities watch thousands of criminals trade on the platform.
Damn.
They collect valuable incriminating evidence. So on July 20th, 2017, the Hansa market is shut down as well. On the same day, the U.S. Department of Justice announces the end of Alpha Bay and Hansa, a gigantic success for the global authorities.
Today, the Department of Justice announces the takedown of the dark web market Alpha Bay. This is the largest dark market web place takedown in world history.
America!
The dark web itself is not an evil technology just for criminals. We need places on the internet in which whistleblowers and journalists are relatively safe. Marketplaces like Alpha Bay are, however, still part of the picture. The global game of cat and mouse is far from over. The demand for illegal drugs, weapons, counterfeit money, and malware is too high. It didn't take long for the Hansa market and Alpha Bay to be forgotten. Users flocked to other existing platforms. A number of new darknet markets sprouted up and positioned themselves better than the former market leaders. The Russian darknet market Hydra was at times more than twice the size of Alpha Bay. In 2021, it was also shut down by German and American authorities.
Oh, damn. They all be getting cut. How could they pop? This is probably something I shouldn't theorize in a YouTube video. But I do wonder how they could not get caught in this process of doing so. Like, in doing this, I wonder how they could, like, how do they all get caught? I mean, I guess it's always just a matter of time. because you're gonna mess up eventually. I guess it's just always a matter of time. Damn. Until you quit. Until you quit before. Shit.
So now there's a new contest for the title of the king of the dark web. A promising contender is DeSnake. He relaunched Alpha Bay in 2021
Really?
and still runs the darknet marketplace to this day.
What? I need to see this dude's. I'm gonna drop a sub on here. I'm gonna drop a sub on this dude because this is a nice video. I like this. I'm definitely gonna like some more of his videos too. I can already tell. I can already tell. And if you enjoyed the video too, well, shit. Let me know. Let me know what y'all thought about it. W Fern, gang. This is a really well made video. This is interesting. This is something I actually didn't. It's rare that I don't know things that happen on the internet from like often because I'm fucking terminally online. But this was interesting. I did not know about this. I didn't know this happened in the period where I wasn't on the internet very much. So that makes sense why I didn't know about it. But what y'all think?